I know you love a quick fix. We all do. It's the world that we live in. But what we need to realize is that when it comes to our health and our weight and our bodies, a quick fix is never going to work long term. Now, yes, you absolutely can see a result on the quick fix. And it's these results that hook us in and make us continue to spend money on these quick fixes, even though we failed every single other quick fix that we've tried throughout our whole entire life. But I want to follow up with these people with these results that have got us into that quick fix. I want to follow up with where these people are in a couple of years from now. And the reason I want to do this is because 99% of people who lose weight on a weight loss diet gain it back within the next 1 to 2 years. 99%. So that's a 99% failure rate. It's crazy, and yet we keep going back. You've experienced this failure rate. If you're watching this video, you've probably had a 100% failure rate because you're not where you want to be. So we know something's wrong, but we keep going back for this because that's what we've been told, that's what we need to do to achieve the change that we're wanting in our body. Now, one of the main reasons why these quick fixes don't work and never can work long term is that they're only targeting one side of the story. So for us as humans, our mind and our body, they exist together. You know, for so long here in the West, especially, we've been taught to believe that they're separate. You know, we have this mind and then we have this body, and if we can fix this body, because the problem's in the body, right? The body doesn't look the way we want it to look, and so we've got to fix the body. But there's the flaw in this because the mind and the body, they actually aren't separate. They exist together. You know, I've actually heard this beautiful description of them where they exist on a continuum. So they feed into each other. So what this means for you is that if you ever want to achieve long-term lasting results in any area of your life, you have to incorporate the mind and the body. And when we take a look at all of the quick fixes that are out in the world today, they only target one of those. They pretty much always just target the body. And so we can see this is why they're not working. This is why you've had these failures in the past. It's not because you lack willpower or motivation or because you didn't want it hard enough. It's because you were only attacking it from one angle and you were missing this whole other piece that is so, so important. So when you find yourself getting drawn into these quick fixes, and I know I get this as well, I know so much better, and yet something comes up and it's so shiny and so new and it sparks something within me. You know, it sparks that old programming that's like, oh, maybe I could have that. And, you know, thankfully now I do know better and I don't get caught up into that. But if you're in that place where you're getting pulled in all these different directions, lose 20 kilos, lose 10 kilos, I lost this, it's amazing, it's so easy, I can do it for the rest of my life. Just before you go and spend any time or any money, take a moment just to recognize what's happening and ask, is this going to not going to attack, but is this going to encompass both my mind and my body? And if it's not, start to ask yourself, how can I incorporate my mind into my weight loss journey, into my health journey? You really want to start to bring in the mind to this because your health and your weight and your body issues very, very rarely are about your weight and your body or your food. They're almost always, like probably 99% of the time, about something else in your life, in your mindset that's going on. And so we really want to start to dig into these areas. Where am I not living congruently? What's going on in my mind? How can I incorporate my mind into my health and weight loss journey to set myself up for success long term? So one of the questions that I use as kind of a filter, because being in this field, I see so many things that come across my desk around health and wellness and weight loss, you know, and that's my business to be on top of it. And the filter that I use to determine if it's something that I'm going to bother spending any energy or time on is this something I'm willing to do for the rest of my life? Is this something I'm willing to do for the rest of my life? And if I'm not, I just chuck it aside because I know it's a fad. I know it's a quick fix. And I've been down that road that many times before that I know where that story ends. So I don't waste any time, I don't waste any energy, and most importantly, I don't waste any money. So ask that question for yourself. Is this something I'm willing to do for the rest of my life? And if it's not, let it go. And start to look at how can I incorporate my mind into my weight loss journey alongside my body to guarantee my long-term success.